Hi everybody, my name is Dominique Bear and welcome back to Whiteline Gaming. Today we're going to be playing a little game called The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. Though it's not really much of a game as it is a visual novel, kind of like that game that I played, or visual novel that I experienced called Disturbed, and I was trying to figure it out and stuff and it spent like an hour. Not to mention all the stuff it took an out when I paused and stuff. So we're going to start this and we're going to play this because this looked really interesting. This looked like a cute little art style. What am I doing? Whose eyes will you see the road through? Oh. Well, I'm going to choose the girl because, you know, gun it. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird sitting on this side of the car, but my stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. And so I've handed my keys over to this stranger. What's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah, totally won't murder me. I stare out the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like feeling it. It's so stuffy in the car. Roll down your window, then. Don't complain. I reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. Good. Oh, it moved. That's cool. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just... Okay. It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Well, who knows? Maybe they would. Fair enough. The slight breeze feels good against my neck. But the sky looks like he wants to say something. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? 3 days driving in a car together. Not even at name basis. Wow. Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... Ooh! Ooh, I get to put down my name. Don't make me put down a name for the guy, because I have no guy names in my mind. Dominique. Well, nice to officially meet you then, Dominique. Name's... God damn it. Dustin. You don't look like a Dustin. Why do I want to... I almost said mackerel. No, this is a zombie apocalypse. We gotta take this seriously. No, I want to name him mackerel right now. But, let's name him... Let's name him... John. Because I just watched Sherlock, and that's literally the best name that's in my mind. Okay. And silence. He looks dissatisfied. How is he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like a John. I know, he looks like a mackerel! I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally, I think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark, like zombies. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that, so I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh. You look surprised. I guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, this and that. I've never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? That was weird or whatever. That was weird? He doesn't sound like he really wants to talk about it. I wonder what his job really was. Maybe he was a trash collector? He does look kind of dirty. Well, excuse you, but it's the zombie apocalypse. I'm sure you don't look quite yourself either. Well, I shouldn't be rude. I'm not much of a catch myself. Okay, I should probably stop talking and just let her talk. What about you? The ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that 3rd DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. It was just as well anyway. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget where. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. I wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Jeez. Okay. Oh, is the color changing slightly? Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Jeez, I am a pitch. Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Still. Do you think there's any radio stations left? Depends on how long the apocalypse has been going on. I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it wouldn't hurt to look, though. There's not gonna be anything. I reach towards the console and turn the radio dial in one direction. There's nothing but static, sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec, go back down. What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there. Could there? I slowly rotate the knob back the other way. Wait! There it is, I think? Is that Mariachi? Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot believe! Out of all the music that could be playing, this is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell in the dark and Mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns on the track are completely ridiculous right now. I'm actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. There is no dulcet tones of any man. There is a horn. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell is out there running this? Of all the music that would be left. Man. It takes me a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? Ugh, it's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just Ghost on the Waves after all. And the undeads aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know, I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for, exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. It ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures towards the console. 101.7 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. So, what are you into anyway? Music-wise, I really like Atlantis, Morrissey, Top 40 hits, that sort of thing. That's not what I like. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore my musical taste or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into Stones or Marley or something, but, well, you'd probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Oh my god, I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. He looks kind of sullen. I'm sorry, John. But not that sorry. Told ya. No, it's fine. The music's catchy. I managed to get these words out. All this laughing's making my stomach hurt more. Damn it. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Atlantis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? Can we please turn off the mariachi band? Like, as much as I love them, they need to shut up for a moment. We're having moments in the zombie apocalypse. We don't need the mariachi going. No, wow, you look so young or anything like that. I wonder how old John is anyway. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. He purposely reaches over and shuts off the radio. Oh shit, I'm gonna be murdered. He's got a surprisingly immature side to him, too. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Pause. Immediately change the subject. No. Pause. Why'd you have to ruin the mood like that? It's getting dark, huh? The sun's so late in the summer. Set so late in the summer. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the street lights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a little bit like a dying fire. That sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. Oh, it's getting night. That's pretty. He's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last. So, you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, What do you like to do? Or what did you before everything like to do, huh? I turn my eyes to the windows as I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, and watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. After leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm probably not even gonna go out with a bang. My death's gonna be just as dull as my life. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? Jesus Christ, I didn't want to think about this right now. I already got over an existential crisis earlier this week. Jesus, don't bring it up on me again. You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? That's deep, he's just trying to sound cool. I want to do this so bad, but that's such a dickish thing to say. That's actually how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Yeah, but I guess it doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or bad person. We're all going to die anyway. Wow! I was in a good mood! Don't bring it down! I mean, zombie apocalypse is gonna bring it down, but damn. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. That sounds really cliche. Not really, it sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to a point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? I used to wish for that too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. And now I'm not, but I can't say whether that's a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. It felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. Period. God, why did all this have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, I moved my hand away from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. That's morbid as hell. What's wrong with me? I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. You think we should stop and rest? I glanced at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have 1/4 of a tank left as it is. Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Onward it is then. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched ahead of us. When all this is gonna end. Oh, it's night. Music changed. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. What happened to your stomach? And that's saying a lot, considering what I have to go through every month. So it's not the period. Is she injured? Okay, wait. If I know anything about zombie games. She's infected! I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear John's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stopped to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, and that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just a garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. Okay, first couple months of the apocalypse, you kept working? How slow was this apocalypse, and why wasn't anyone able to contain it? And then I just couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad... How do I even begin to explain? Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but... Your old man, what happened? My dad? I killed him. Oh, jeez. But maybe for a good reason. Maybe he turned into a zombie. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and ran like hell. Huh. So, he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him into our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? Jesus Christ. That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so is my dad. And so am I. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now. And guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Actually, you do know. Zombie! Who knows what could be lurking out there? You know. Maybe a unicorn. Though, that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Oh. Excuse me, but hands off, please! Hey. Oh, that was my own hand. Yeah, but you're still touching me, so hands off. I feel a sudden warmth on the top of my hand, hesitant at first, but then steady. John's hands envelops mine, and I feel comforted. Safe. We're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. I'd be stupid to assume they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyways, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard losing someone that close to you. Wow. Where do I even start? Whiteline, be honest. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with John. Even though I barely know him. I trust him. Somehow. It's not like you'll be alive anyway. You're probably gonna die. She's probably infected. I know it. My mouth opens on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. And then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all of this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know that I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. Jesus Christ. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. No, you two, the only ones. Bang your sexicles. I wonder if they're stuck up there. Like this. He's angry, now he's sad. I wonder if we'll ever know. John, was a transition. What changed? I can't go on like this. Just keeping it to myself. Hey, John? There's something I need to tell you. I touched my stomach lightly with the palm of my hand. Oh no, the searing pain reminds me that I'm no longer entirely human. I gave up my humanity when I killed my dad. I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. I didn't even hesitate. I swung that baseball as hard as I could. And then he bit me in the stomach as a parting gift as he crumpled to the ground. Even in death, Dad still found some way to screw me over. Hey, stop. It's okay. I always blamed Dad for Mom leaving us. He was selfish, he was an asshole, he was this, he was that. But just look at me. I've put John's life in danger. I've lied to him since the day we've met. I'm my father's daughter. But just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way. Oh, he already knows about the bite, does he? I'm so sorry. Does it hurt? Yeah, he knows. Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. For brains! I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this, I looked down at my stomach. I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. I wish I was dead. It's cheerful. Why are you smiling? Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Psh, retail? Almost as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. Anyway, you should sleep, if you want to. We'll probably be on this road a while. A while, huh? Well, a rest does sound nice. I always had to get up so early for work. I'm not used to being up this late. I'm starting to feel really sleepy. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? My mind flashes to the baseball bat still in my trunk. No, I won't think about that right now. Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there, at any rate. Yeah, maybe there'll be a station that plays both Atlantis and ABBA. I don't think it's Atlantis, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Maybe I've been running ever since Mom left. I never looked back, just kept going. It was all I could do to keep from falling apart. John and we've both done enough. We've both gotten farther than I ever thought possible. I notice that the fuel gauge light is on, but I feel strangely at peace. I close my eyes, smiling as my consciousness already starts to drift. Wherever this road goes, whatever lies at the end of it, we lived. The proof of that will remain on, no matter what. So for now, let's just keep going forward. Oh, wow. That's it. I expected... man. I expected more. That's cool. That was a really good game, right from the music and everything. And the art style was so cool. It was pretty. And the colors were beautiful. Man, I wonder if there's different outcomes. There probably is from, like, the choices and the fact that there's a load system and stuff. I wonder what it would be like from his perspective. Let's do that. Let's do it from his perspective. Done it. I wonder if it'll be the same thing. Okay, but it will be from his eyes, so we get to experience everything. We get to experience his backstory. That'd be cool. I put the pedal to the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it's gone. And then it's just us and the long road. The world outside the windows passes by us in abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? I get to name her something else. I get to name her... keep with the theme. Her name's Mary. And now I'm sad. I'm gonna call myself Dominic, because that's what everyone gets. Most people that I meet change my name as to Dominic and think I'm a guy. So we're gonna keep with that. Dominic. Okay. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over a series of potholes, but then the road smooths again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm, brewing far off on the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh. Wow, that's the first time she actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scruffy drifter. Not so sure she wants to hear that. I... Dodge the question, bend the truth. Dodge the question, because I'm pretty sure... No, that's what he does. Bend the truth. I was moving cross-country. Aha! Then everything went south. What about you? The ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it was my dad's car, or was. I'm gonna kind of skip over her words, skip over the words, because, like, we just did that. Booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Nothing's gonna change unless I make a choice. Radio station, shocked, wanted her to look. She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, I can't speak right now. The distortion gives the illusion of an actual sound, but then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though. Hang on a sec, go back down. I think I actually heard something. The noise phases in and out, then as something comes into the auditory focus. Happy times! We're gonna ignore all the death and all the bullshit that happened earlier. We're gonna just be happy! I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails soulfully over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly pissed myself. Mary's nearly there, too. That was not what I was expecting. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere, out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short for a few seconds before starting up again. This is the same song? Ugh. Sure seems that way. Guess just ghost waves after all. Yeah. Bad puns, bad puns, bad zombie puns! We get it! Bad zombie puns! Ah! I shake my hand at the radio controls. So, what are you into anyway? Music-wise? All that stuff. You? Don't tell me it's baby metal. Are we gonna say the same thing, or do we get to make any choices as him? Try me. ABBA. Yeah. So I don't think we get to make any choices. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. It's a nice sound, though. I'm not gonna be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Told you. No, it's fine. The music's catchy. How old are your parents? We never got to know how old was he. How old is he? 22. Shit. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. How old are you? Wonder if she's even been to school. That young and the whole damn world's crashing down around her. I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my fingers grip harder onto the wheel. Similar. Should be happy. Optimistic. That's enough of you. Ooh, shit. I remember that he got pissed. I reach down and turn the volume down to a sharp left, and the radio blissfully goes silent. Farewell, wailing man. Now it's just us again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? Ignoring me, huh? Sore topic, huh? Dodging the question, are we? I wonder what she was into before this. Maybe she has always planned on the world drifting to hell in a handbasket, smoked away her youth and willed away her time. Huh, no, that's me, ain't it? I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Okay, and then I like this, when it starts to shift. I think it's really pretty. You never told me what it is you really do, like a job or whatever. So let me know what you do. Wake up, shower, go to work. Wake up, shower, go to work. They talk for a long time, don't they? Just want to get to his thoughts. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you'd call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that sure is lofty. Really cliche. How does it sound cliche? I've never heard that from any character before. That's the one thing that, like, I didn't point out last round. So I'm pointing it out this round. That don't sound too cliche. I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gut a lot. Wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way, and I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably should have looked for some more bags of that ginger stuff. Ask if she's nauseous, comment on her hands. Okay, so this is what he did, so I'm gonna do this. You okay there? I point towards her stomach with the back of my hand. Oh yeah, it's gotten a bit better, but I'm exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but gastric distress is a bit beyond me. You think we should stop and rest? Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Right, the fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onwards it is, then. I like this. I don't know why, but these colors really look nice. And the music that changes when it does this too, this is really pretty. Huh. Didn't I used to. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about that stuff. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a pretty dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, but that's what matters. Despite all, we're here and we're safe. The how and why of it is just the garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean that we were actually facing apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then... Listen. You don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but your old man. What happened? My dad? Huh. So we need more being right. Of course he was a deadbeat alcoholic. And he died because he turned into a zombie. Great. Now I feel like I want to puke. Hey, Please don't say things like that, Mary. One of us has to keep this up. Rest hand on hers, let her be. Okay, so rest hand on hers is what he did, so I'm gonna let her be. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be a creep about it. She's already tense enough, but we're still here, just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. I'd be stupid to assume they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. It's pretty cheesy, isn't it, huh? Anyway, I'm sorry about it, about your dad, I mean. Lose some that close, yeah, I guess. It happened so fast. Wouldn't worry about that too much. There's no wrong way to feel. Wonder if there's anyone else. Wonder if we'll ever know. So sad. I mean, zombie apocalypse games usually are sad. I don't know why, but the air feels colder. Maybe it's time to roll up the window. Hey. Oh, shit. She doesn't look so good. This is different. So I just remembered something pretty funny. Nothing? She's bored of me already. A few weeks ago, I was running down this alley and I saw this old poster, right? Real beaten up weather thing, but scribbled on the corner of it. What is she looking at? Is she even listening? Oh, blood. She's biting her lip so hard there's blood. Hey, are you sure you're feeling alright? She's sweating. God, please say something. Mary? She keeps staring forward at something. At nothing. Besides the glow of the headlights on the empty road, it's pitch black outside. There isn't a thing to see. But she hasn't fallen asleep. Her eyes are still open. The car gives a bit of a sputter. Ah. The gauge is on empty. Actually, the warning light's been on a while. Mary! Shit, come on now. I pull to the side of the road. This rust bucket's on its last leg anyways. The engine cuts off with an appreciative sigh. Hey, talk to me. Do you need to puke or something? Mary! She says nothing and sits as still as a statue. I'm not even sure she's breathing. Do I touch her? I start to reach out my hand. Just then. Oh no. She turns slowly to look at me. Her mouth hangs. Her eyes are completely empty. She stares at me, only lifeless, and leads in closer. I should have seen this coming. Whoa! That was a completely different ending! That was completely different. The other one ended happier. Why did I go back through? Oh, that's cool, though. What did he do? There wasn't a sound or anything, so he didn't defend himself. At least I don't think. Or else it would have been like, it would have faded to black, and it would have been like a sound, like a gunshot or growling or something. I'm guessing he let her bite him? It's kind of open to interpretation type of thing, so I'm going to assume nothing's happy about that. I can't even put it in a happy. She's dead, and he could kill her and get away and he'd live, but she's still dead, so. Oh man, this game was really cool, and I imagine there are more endings, I imagine, if you like chose different answers and stuff. You guys can check that out for yourselves. This is completely free. I found it on itch.io, I think. I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to check it out for yourselves. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not sure about doing these types of videos sometimes because, like, it's not a game, but it is a really cool experience. Like, Disturbed was really cool. This was really cool. And, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. The choice is yours. It'll be in link in the description below for you guys to check out my Patreon. It helps support my channel, my artwork, and my artwork also helps support this channel. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye!